King Bass versus Dami. He's chasing him now, and that's gonna do it.
Too much fighting going on. Oh my goodness. House of Anubis smells blood. Here they come.
Wait to get in the building. He's got to put a med kit on. He's full health now. King Bass versus Dami. He's chasing him now, and that's gonna do it.
Too much fighting going on. Oh my goodness. House of Anubis smells blood. Here they come.
Wait to get in the building. He's got to put a med kit on. He's full health now. King Bass versus Dami. He's chasing him now, and that's gonna do it.
Goodness. House of Anubis smells blood. Here they come.
Wait to get in the building. He's got to put a med kit on. He's full health now. King Bass versus Dami. He's chasing him now, and that's gonna do it.
Too much fighting going on. Oh my goodness. House of Anubis smells blood. Here they come.
Wait to get in the building. He's got to put a med kit on. He's full health now. King Bass versus Dami. He's chasing him now, and that's gonna do it.
Too much fighting going on. Oh my goodness. House of Anubis smells blood. Here they come.
Wait to get in the building. He's got to put a med kit on. He's full health now. King Bass versus Dami. He's chasing him now, and that's gonna do it.
Too much fighting going on. Oh my goodness. House of Anubis smells blood. Here they come.
Wait to get in the building. He's got to put a med kit on. He's full health now. King Bass versus Dami. He's chasing him now, and that's gonna do it.
Too much fighting going on. Oh my goodness. House of Anubis smells blood. Here they come.
Wait to get in the building. He's got to put a med kit on. He's full health now. King Bass versus Dami. He's chasing him now, and that's gonna do it.
Too much fighting going on. Oh my goodness. House of Anubis smells blood. Here they come.
Wait to get in the building. He's got to put a med kit on. He's full health now. King Bass versus Dami. He's chasing him now, and that's gonna do it.
Too much fighting going on. Oh my goodness. House of Anubis smells blood. Here they come.
Wait to get in the building. He's got to put a med kit on. He's full health now. King Bass versus Dami. He's chasing him now, and that's gonna do it.
Too much fighting going on. Oh my goodness. House of Anubis smells blood. Here they come.
Wait to get in the building. He's got to put a med kit on. He's full health now. King Bass versus Dami. He's chasing him now, and that's gonna do it.
Too much fighting going on. Oh my goodness.
Hey guys, what's going down? It's your boy Tony Cat Fire again with you today. How y'all guys doing? What's up? How's it going down? And yeah, unlike yesterday, we are joined right here with Priest, who is on board with us right from day one. Hey, what's up, Priest?
What do you do, baby?
What do
What's
you do? What do
poppin'?
Yeah, good. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. So let's just give the teams a couple of minutes, as you can already see they're getting into the lobby right here. So anytime soon we should be able to get into the game. So let's run us through the teams that are gonna be playing today. Priest, who you expect to win. I know I do see I6, AD. So just tell me, who do you think, amongst this lobby is going to take home the winner chicken dinner, at least for this first game. I know I do see your team there, SDZ. So, you'll obviously be rooting for them as well.
Definitely, I don't hesitate. I don't hesitate. I'm definitely rooting for my boys. Uh, well, we're coming off a high. Just won the Infinix Gaming Masters tournament, came first
Oh,
place without
nice,
winning
nice,
any chicken
nice,
dinner.
nice.
We didn't even win any chicken dinner. We were just consistent. We played the zone, the maps very well. Everything just went according to plan.
No,
So we're
great,
coming
great,
off a
great,
big W, so we might bring that energy here and
great,
everything is
great,
going to be
great.
smooth sailing from there.
Great. So hopefully, chicken dinner or not, they remain consistent and keep ranking in the kill points and placement points to get that winner chicken dinner. There are also a couple of teams right here. I mean, another team to talk about is the guys from TP. And one thing I've noticed, like since they came out, they've gotten their team, the Predators, that have gotten um, I mean, they do seem like they've learned a lot in a short space of time that they've been on. They're a team that has been growing consistently and all that. Just take over for now. I just want to check on some things, and I'll be back. All right, Priest. Just
All
just
right.
just run them through the teams that are playing. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So we've got Citizens, the Predators, Game Magic Esports, Reapers, African Legends, 72nd Regiment, Habitual Gaming, Angels and Demons, Iconic 6, Noxy Esports, Version 3, Dream Team, Four Angry Men on Steady Hands, and Foul Play 4. A couple of these teams were actually in the Infinix Gaming Masters tournament that was held yesterday in Lagos. Shout out to Foul Play, Noxy Esports, Angels and Demons, and the Predators. I did have a chance to meet some of those amazing guys yesterday, and I really had a nice time. So today is the LPL. We're about to get it popping. So what do you do with these?
All right, so I'm back. I just wanted to check on my network there for a second because I did see. I mean, sometimes you can sort of like see the future, and see something just reducing. I've seen that and I've been able to sort it out, so that we don't have any lag. The stream goes smoothly throughout. I've got my drink in my hand and I'm ready to go. ready and I'm on fire. Ready
Right.
to go. All right. I
Do
hope. All right. So we're about to get into the game. I was talking about TP. They're a team that has really grown, in a short time. They seem to have, you know, come from that team that, was inexperienced to, being able to now fight. Um, so it'll be interesting to see how they continue to do. I6, they've won, some previous editions of the COC. They're a team that's also
yeah.
really tough, and hopefully we'll see what they can bring into the game. I know it did seem like at some point
My
in time.
headphones,
You said?
my headphones just fell to the ground.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was listening.
Yeah, I know. I know. At some point in time, it seemed like they were going to disband, but it does seem like they've been revived again. So hopefully, yeah, we can see it so much from them. All right, let me
So off we go.
switch things up.
All right. I'm back to my headphones right now, so I think I should be audible enough.
Okay. All right. I wanna switch my internet on my phone because that's how I interact with people. I use my second internet, not the one I'm using to browse.
All right. So it is game time. It
Exactly.
is game time, Toby. It is upon us. This is week 2 of the Nigerian Pro League. Couple of games away from the semi-finals. What do you
Uh-huh.
think is in store for us today, Tony? What do you think is in store?
I think I
What's
think
what's
I
what are you feeling?
I think definitely all of these teams should have learned from yesterday and a couple of games in the past, over the past 2 days. Don't underestimate anybody. Don't underestimate any team. Any team, as long as they're here, then they fought for it. They're good enough to go all out. Sometimes there are a lot of teams who just say, "Oh, easy lobby. Don't worry, it's going to be
Yeah.
fine." Um,
Yes.
and that's just what it is. So they go on, not being fully prepared for the game. So for me, it's just don't underestimate anybody. Don't underestimate anything. Just go all out and just do your thing. Yeah, it's just what it is. All right, I do see the guys from game and I6 landing within close proximity of each other right there. I do see chaos. Is that chaos actually? Yeah, it's chaos. Really close to the guys from I6. Does look like he's just in the next building. He's probably spotted Shad. Ooh! Shad taking him
And
out right
that
there.
is okay. That was
Ugh.
unexpected. That was really quick. But that revolver packs a punch. That gun is actually
Mhm.
very strong.
Mhm.
It's a very strong weapon.
I do get the feeling like
Very
do you,
strong
do you
weapon.
think they increased the damage on that gun? I
No,
also
that's
see the guys
that's
from
it's a
TP.
7.62. It
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
should be.
TP.
And Reapers and TP are getting into it right off the bat.
Yeah, yeah, definitely right.
Reaper Junior has been knocked down, but I think he's going to get revived. This push is not confirmed. Reaper's Chew is also up there. I think they have thirsted one guy from the Predators, so the Predators are not off to a great start. They are not off to a great start. I did not even know
Yeah,
that this was their
definitely.
landing spot, but Reapers really came prepared and they have sniped one person away from the Predator. This is a big problem. Now we're looking at a 3-man Predator team.
Yeah, definitely. I
Smoke
mean, I'm,
still
I'm, I'm, I
popping.
mean, I've seen the Predators land here a couple of times in several different scrims or competitions that I've watched. Um, so it's I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Um, we don't care about your win, boss. Answer, Jonathan is telling you. I think there are always going to be people who care. about the win, Mr. Jonathan. You don't care. That's you.
Well, a win is a win, you know.
Exactly. You've got
Win
to
is a
you've
win.
got to celebrate. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater.
Well, I'll also have to congratulate Active Gaming so far because they are the first team to qualify to the semi-finals based off of points alone. And ooh, baby boy, he just got tossed out with a grenade. You see, that's the thing about pushing in buildings that are set up like this with the staircase. The enemy can plan for your movements in this area. You know, they did not expect that coming. A grenade just popped down, but they are able to revive him. So everything is looking okay for the guys from I6 right now. Lord Timmy is doing that protective fire all the way far back. The guy from game, I think that's 444K.
All right.
Oh
So
no,
so the guys.
that's shield.
Yeah, definitely. Shield just at that wall there, sending out the shots onto teammate, takes teammate down.
Ooh,
And this is where it
ooh.
now begins to become interesting. They're just
That's a
hanging outside that
free,
wall.
free.
Yeah.
Shad, oh, Shad is trying to
Ooh.
do play support. Baby Boy is also trying to play support. No one is
I
doing the
like the
actual
way
damage.
I like the way game is playing. They're not moving. As they're not moving one. Just one person with just one person. They're actually staying together. But I6 is also doing the same thing. They're really within close proximity of each other and trying as much as possible. Ooh, but take a look at Shield. He does get another knock, and this is not looking really great for them. But ooh, Baby Boy comes in and gets a knock of his own. And they
Oh
do get
no,
a
that's a
lobby
third.
right
That's a
there.
third.
Stunner trying as much as
Oh,
possible to get
Stunner.
another knock.
I
Two
think I
guys.
think Game have this in the bag. I think Game has this in the bag. I
Oh,
think Game has this in the
I6
bag. If
is
they don't
low.
bottle, I think they have it in the bag. Stoner has done a bit of a delay, an unexpected delay, and I think he's the only one left. He's definitely the only one left. Can he make it happen? Okay, Chaos is actually out there.
Yeah,
Chaos can
actually,
actually
Chaos,
do something.
Chaos just
Chaos can
if
actually do
Chaos gets
something.
another knock,
Oh,
ooh,
Chaos goes down. No,
Chaos
Chaos goes down,
actually
and
does
that is
go
the
down.
saving grace. And he gets thirsted. He gets
Ooh,
thirsted.
ooh, but
Ooh, okay.
Stoner is still
Stunner
putting in the
is
work
not
right now.
allowing. Stunner is not allowed, but he has no health.
Yeah,
He has
it
no
is.
health.
It is Stoner.
Oh
Ooh,
no 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 no
oh
no!
my
Beautiful one from
goodness.
Baby Boy, and
Oh
that
my
is the
goodness.
problem. You see,
Oh
that
my
is the
goodness.
problem with an experienced plays. In
Yeah.
this kind of scenario, if you notice, Iconic Six players kept thirsting. They kept
Mhm.
thirsting all of their
Mhm.
knocks. So making it impossible for game to actually have an advantage at any point. The game guys didn't thirst anyone. They kept getting knocks, but they weren't thirsting. The thirst that they did not get, they kept allowing I6 guys to get revives, and that is what caused all of this. And all the way back in Milta, TP and Reapers are still getting into it. TP have
Yeah.
bagged three guys from Reapers. Three
Ooh.
guys. They have bagged
Ooh.
three. So that
Ooh.
is they use one to collect three.
Buy one, get three free.
Get don't play tight. Reapers don't play tight. Don't qualify. We don't need. Well, um, kudos to them for actually putting the effort so far.
Yeah, definitely.
Citizens
Kudos.
are center zone at Pochinki. Noxy Esports are dancing around those outskirts. Foul play at their regular spot at Primos. Shout out to Iconic Six, first team to have a squad wipe. And Unsteady Hands at Lipovka doing the doings.
Okay.
Unsteady Hands at Lipovka version 3 running for their life because it no be me. 2 bits taking the Control GP, that big button on his screen.
Yes, pressed it.
He has
Let's
pushed
get
it
out of
down.
here, man. Let's get out of here. All right.
Yeah, no be me when I go use do montage. Linking up with any and the rest of the players from 2023, escaping from the popcar from the hands of the unsteady 72nd Regiment, Tony. These guys have actually been consistent. They're not an aggressive team so far. What do you think about their play style?
I
72nd
think
Regiment, everybody
I was even,
surviving.
to be honest with you, I mean, I was surprised the day I found out that they were a Nigerian team. Because, there are a couple of teams, just like you mentioned, like Bro Code 72, that I see a lot in all these African scrims, right? And, I've seen so many scrims like APL and the rest, and they sort of have continued um, continued to
Rest
give
in peace,
themselves.
Reapers.
Okay, yeah, the Reapers have gotten taken
Yeah.
out, but I do think I saw Unsteady Hands getting into a fight. Uh, do you think they got another knock right there? For doesn't look like they're around anybody for now, so it does look like they're probably taking out the guys that were fighting. So let's take a look at the teams that have been taken out. You got the guys from Game who were taken out by I6, and then you've got Reapers who have been taken out by TP. TP did lose one man to that particular fight, but I6, who were down to the last man, Baby Boy, managing to finally clutch it at the end of the day. And yeah, not take home any damage. That's really interesting. I mean, imagine the amount of players that were taken down in that particular fight, and
That
only
was,
to lose it. It
yeah,
must be really
exactly.
painful. It must be
Yeah, that
really
was a
painful.
brilliant
Yeah.
exchange from game. They were just unlucky. They had they lost 444k early on. You know, you got that's the thing I was telling about I6. They thirsted 444k early on. So the fight when the fight started it was a 4v3 immediately. It started off as a 4v3, then a 3v3, then back to a 4v3 again because they allowed for a revive, but they did not thirst. It's the lack of thirsting, you know. Once your player gets thirsted, by the team you're trying to fight, you know that it's all hands on deck. You know that if you knock, you thirst at any cost, secure even if it's 1 point. You know, when you know you're fighting earlier on, if it's an early fight and one of your guys gets thirsted, you thirst right back. You know, but game we're playing from the
Exactly.
more, you know, trying to do the clean wipe,
Exactly.
you know, trying to be special. Ain't nobody
Exactly.
special out here.
It's
If you don't get a big boy,
yeah, it's definitely an interesting thing to see. Um, but sometimes you just got to get those Q points, especially in tournaments like this. I know a lot of players always shout, "Oh, you're being thirsty," and this and that, and you can do that in scrims, and that's fine. But the thing is, when a kill is actually a point in the game, then you have to get that kill. You have to get that kill. There's nothing. Be dirty if you have to be dirty, and give us
exactly.
the
To
action.
clean,
So that
clean with it.
definitely, yeah, to clean, no the pay, no the pay. Get your
Clean with
kill.
it. You got
Get your kill.
you can only do that when you
Get your
know the
kill.
fight is not it's not an early fight, but when the fight is early, man, anything goes. Shout out to
Yeah,
I6 for playing that so well. You know, I think that was a game plan because they kept doing it, so I knew that was a strategy.
exactly.
Citizens and angels and demons are within close proximity to each other, but citizens are playing the terrain, they're playing up the hill. You know, classic style. Noxy Esports are in a very good position, very defendable position. This area can be properly defended if you know what you're doing. Two buildings to the left corner, one up front. Classic standard stuff. Four angry men might be pulling up to Dream Team all the way out in farm. I think Dream Team is aware of their presence. I'm pretty sure Lixin has spotted them at farm.
You know,
And Steady Hands also pulling in.
yeah, DT is one of those teams that we haven't really spoken about that much. But they're a team that has been there for a while. I mean, what do you have to say about them, really? Um,
Oh,
um,
Dream
I'm, I'm,
Team. Yeah, Dream Team, yes. I believe Dream Team is one of those far out consistent teams, occasionally consistent teams. So far in this tournament, they've not really been consistent. And in my own personal opinion, they rely heavily on the IGL. They rely
mm,
heavily on him. They
mm,
rely heavily on Archer. You know,
Mm.
once Archer is maybe lobbied earlier on, they don't tend to perform very well. You know, they
Mm.
play. He's like the morale boost for the team. You know, so as long as he's alive, they play very well. So I believe his IGL capabilities also give the team momentum whenever they take fights and participate. In top tier tournaments like these. But so far, they've been having a tough time in this lobby. This lobby actually really choke. The lobby choke, and everyone is just choking right now. The center of the zone is literally packed. Citizens, some second regiments, some shooting is going on. I think it's 72nd Regiment that's shooting at citizens. Yes, citizens is engaging with 72nd Regiment right now, and Indanazi is popping it up. Seven roots the first. 7
Oof.
2 OP. Uproots
Oof.
Izanagi out of his buggy, and out Izanagi goes. For one time for the lobby party. Izanagi is back there.
Yeah, definitely.
And
That's exactly what happens when a scout does his job extremely well.
ex-
Like imagine
exactly.
scouting, spotting an opponent. We've seen guys like Storm, if even in other clients like 4KT. I've seen Storm do that a lot of times when he's scouting, or even Storm. I do think Pronto as well. I see them go and scout, and I'm like, you just see them just stand and start popping out and getting the kills while other people are rotating, and that's
Exactly.
extra Q points. So really lovely gameplay right there from Seven.
Yeah,
Getting those kills right there while he was scouting, giving his team those extra Q points, and one Q point might just be the difference between you being on top and you know being second. So yeah, every point does matter.
definitely. It all boils down to experience, like you mentioned, Pronto and Storm. Um, Pronto, Pronto is one of the top tier scouts I have ever seen in this industry. Let's call it this industry. Pronto is exquisite. He's very good at his job. When you play alongside him, you recognize his finesse. He finesses that scouting thing to the max. AD out here popping and using Car 98s to demolish people. I think they are fighting against Foul Blade, but all the way at the edge of the hill, outside the south side of Pochinki, south side of Pochinki, at the extend at the extension parts of the hill. AD are engaging against foul play, but foul play will get the res and they will keep it moving. They are not going to stay there. They are going to find somewhere deeper into the zone to deal. African Legends also on the rotation that they might just pull up to foul play as the rotation is going on. Yes, Tony. Now, pursue around the uproot and the crush. Biggie Vance back into the lobby. African Legends have put him in the ground. And they just kept on driving like nothing happened. Man, these guys are power.
Oof. Foul play, trying as much as possible to get into that zone or die trying. I do see the guys from Nox and African Legends. They may just get into a fight right here. Um, Wait, this is a player who's way out in the zone. I'm not sure what Duke is
And the
doing
zone, and the
way into
zone, and
the
the
zone.
zone, Tony. And the zone moves once more.
Look at
Chasing
this guy.
everyone.
Look at this
East,
guy,
east.
Danger. Danger is just sitting down in the zone all alone. I'm not sure
Danger,
what's really going on
danger
right
of.
there, but yeah.
Okay, citizens on that rotation. Now look at this rotation from citizens. Just look at this rotation. Look at how they navigate into the zone. This is excellent. You can't even lie. This is excellent stuff. It's beautiful to watch. Dream Team, Angels and Demons, all of them are outside of the zone and all trying to make their way in. The Predators are at the outskirts of Milta, trying to keep everyone coming into the zone, catch them off guard. That's excellent play.
Yo,
Citizens make it into the zone, foul playing zone, 72nd Regiment in the zone. Everyone has found a spot in the zone except Virgin 3, I6, and a bunch of others.
all right, the guys from AFL Three players just getting taken down immediately. Now that player who was far away from there, obviously it would now
Beautiful.
come into play as the guys from TP take them entirely out. All of a sudden, it's seeming like they have been the ones putting in the work into this particular game with 7 kills to the name, and both Steroids and Pop Smoke having 3 kills individually. They've done a whole lot of work. They've pretty much taken out the guys from AFL, and there are a couple of teams now rotating in their presence. It does look like they will be getting pushed right here from AD, and let's see how they handle this. So interesting to see how they handle the full AD team pushing onto their location. They have 7 kills already, and Steroids just getting tagged up right there from the third party coming in. There are 3 teams in this particular location on ground, and TP just decided, hey, you know what? We're just gonna get out of here. We're just gonna get out of this position and just move away from it right here. All right, let's switch our sights on to the guys from Angels and Demons who are fighting against the guys from I6. Just popping up shots. They're in opposite buildings to each other. One knock has gone down as Hunter has been taken down. Let's switch on to Cockroach. See what he says. Who do you think is going to take this one? Do you think they're going to make that push? We know I6 is an extremely smart team. How do you think they're going to play this?
Well, it's all about the positioning, you know. If they can get good positions, I believe they can actually take the fight and win it. The zone is actually choking right now, so we have to actually just watch and see. You have to just watch and see. This is you can't make premature moves at this point. You know, you just can't make premature moves.
All right, 72. Kuma getting taken out right there by Hab. And it does look like Casey was also taken down in that particular fight. I mean, all the teams are just at a distance right now. Let's take a look at them and see who might be getting a push or two. It does look like several teams just trying to find their spots have just now, you know, we're just taking out each other from a distance. But I'm really curious. I mean, take a look at your team right there, SDZ. They've got a position. They've got a quite good position in that center. So it does look like they're obviously going to be getting into that final third and getting some good points. Switching on to I6 and the guys from Angels and Demons, they're just still hanging around each other right there. They've exchanged, one knock before, but that onto Hunter, but that revive happened. It'll be interesting to see. I think where this is going to blow up is right about now that the zone has shifted again, and this is where one
Exactly.
team is going to look at those vehicle that vehicle that Angel and Demons is hoping to drive. One of the vehicles is outside. It's just packed outside. It does look like they do have a backup. They have backup vehicles, so obviously that's what they're gonna use. They probably will be able to drive out of here. And Angelo taking a couple of shots. So yeah, they may just be able to get out of this particular one.
Well, let's see if they're going to get out of Dodge. It's not enough information to move it. Yeah, it's not enough information. So the zone has moved again. Citizens, some second regiment have been taken. On steady hands, the predators and 4 angry men are all in the zone. Angels and demons have just located right into the zone, just at the right moment, escaping from the clutches of iconic seats. Version 3
Oh,
with them rolling around farm, African
oh,
legends
but
just
take a look at
hiding
this.
right
Take a
behind
look at
rocks.
this. Take a look at this. They get into the position where Labistar is. The full team from Angels and Demons just get into his building, taking him down, sending him packing. Go back to the lobby, boy, and his team can't provide him that support.
No,
Sometimes
no,
that's a disadvantage.
that was a bad play. That was actually a bad play from the teammates and Labster right there. It was not that was not a good play from them at all. I figured if you want to hold a position like this, you definitely have to be able to overwatch your man. You know, because he was simultaneously trying he was close controlling. What happened to him was so quick. His teammates couldn't even react. You understand? So DT might just be rotating right into citizens right now. Citizens have a beautiful position. Thoroughly spread right around their zone where they are going to
Oh, but
exactly what
take
they
take a
want.
look take a look at the guy's knocks. just right here, getting pushed by foul play. Foul play has gotten a couple of knocks right there, and it does look like Ocelot is sending on them
Well,
nades right now to try to
yes.
get those confirms.
And that
Uh,
is also not this. This is descending. When they say I will descend on you, foul play is descending on Noxy esports like this. No chance. This is pure aggression. This is pure aggression. Pure aggression. I wonder what Ima can do about this. Nox 999 is trying to get into that smoke, but these guys are not going to allow him. They do
They're
not have enough
able.
information, but they have seen the smoke, so they are definitely going to put some shots into that. Yes, yes, sir. And that is the end of Noxy esports. Shout out to Falcon for putting in the work and wrapping it all up. Angels and Demons
GGs.
are rotating as well, right around the corners, right around the edges of 4 Angry Men. And Muro goes down as well to the Scarl of Hunter. Hunter to rather.
But take a look at this. Cockroach also just landing right next to the guys from Citizens. And it will be interesting to see how Citizens approach this. They do take down. They do throw him a grenade, but I'm gonna switch on to the rest of his teammates.
Dream Team and Citizens and Angels and Demons are just in the same area. They're all just getting into it. You're just doing anyhow they like. Everyone is just out here doing whatever they like. But Citizens are actually properly spread. They all have angles covering each other. They are playing the whole terrain. If you look at all the individual players, they are all covering each other. One player can see the rest of the other players. Jeffrey is in the shack chilling. 7 is right across from him. Everyone is just chilling.
Oh, Hunter.
Steroids and I Love You is also in the corner. This is interesting. 72nd Regiment are just rotating into the zone right now. They might just pull up on habitual gaming of the far north corner. But this is where it's at. This is where it's at.
This is exactly where it's at. We do see the guys from Citizens just up here, right next to Cockroach and Co. Now Cockroach trying to throw in that nade. But TP versus I6. All right. Let's see how this one goes. It does look like they have.
Things have started. It started what?
We tune into the Citizens, but it is not looking really great for the guys from I6 right now. As Shad has gotten taken down, and he's also outside that blue, so it'll be curious to see if he actually does survive. It does look like he has now finally been lobbied. It is now a 3v3. The guys from TP are sending him the mollies, sending him the nades right here, and hoping to get another knock. Angelo, right, so you can see on the kill feed, gets a knock onto the guy onto Jeffrey Citizens.
And they thirst him. That was a beautiful grenade. You can't lie. That was a beautiful grenade. 7 gets spotted by Angelo and gets thirsted. Wow, that was actually very poor. I expected better. And so 11 has been spotted. Okay, Angels and Demons are actually on fire right now. They are peppering. And I feel a grenade might ensue. And 11 might just get knocked right now. He should focus on getting into the zone. On steady hands, have absconded from that position and moved into the zone. I suggest he does the same.
Yeah, definitely. We'll just switch our sights onto I6 and TP again. And just taking a look right now. I Love You going to the bottom of that building, trying to get into the zone at the same time. Ooh, but that jump.
Well, all right. He's getting knocked by the zone. He's definitely going to get knocked by the zone.
Woo! They did take out I6 at the end of the day, but it does look like it is going to be collateral damage on both sides, as it is just left with steroids. And now 11 setting his sights onto steady hands, getting one knock right there. Ooh. It is party after party on every single angle. It's just left with Flacco, and he's trying to throw that nade right there to try and see if he can get that confirmed. I do see Dami also getting a knock onto one of the guys from Angels and Demons.
Sends on 7 hands back into the lobby. One time.
Oh, so now
One time, one time.
it is down to Seasons, Angels and Demons, and the last guy from Foul Play. Uh, these guys have been fighting each other since. Like they've been fighting each other for a while. They've gotten a couple of knocks, Angels and Demons and Citizens, and it is all down to who gets into a great spot eventually. So let's see how they do. All right, 11, just moving, rotating into the zone, and definitely right in front of him is Ocelot from Foul Play, so he does need to be careful about that. But ooh, Cockroach getting taken down right there, and it's looking. I could say it's looking like Citizens is probably going to take this one home. You got Dammy, who is
It's a
looking.
2v2v1. It's a 2v2v1. So it all depends on Hunter. What is Hunter's plan? Dammy is pushing Hunter straight out of the bat. It's a 1v1. Dammy versus Hunter. Is he going to put Angels and
And
Demons on
Hunter,
ready? This is most likely going to happen because Hunter is tanking the blue zone. Hunter is tanking the blue zone, and so is Dammy. But Dammy is retreating into the circle. Oh no, Dammy is making a bad call. This was a bad call from Dammy. It was a very bad
that
call.
was
But Hunter will not make it
probably
into the zone. And
that
it's
was
going to be
probably
11 versus the it's going to be Citizens versus Foul Play Ocelots. And Ocelot is going to find his way into the zone. 11 is
if
rotating.
Ocelot
Oh,
wins
the
this.
reflex. And it's
Oh,
Citizens. The reflexes on
oh,
11 are incredible. You cannot miss. If you
oh,
shoot 11, you do not miss. You
oh,
do not miss. If you
oh,
shoot at 11, you make sure
oh.
you do not miss.
For
GG's Citizens cleaning out with 7 kills. Shout out to 11 for that beautiful reflex action. Shout out to the guys from Foul Play coming in place second with 5 kills. AD, 7 kills as well, third place. Tony, I mean, it
uh,
really look like, season
I
high in the
mean,
bag, so I ain't even
I
gonna
mean,
stress,
I, 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 I had already said it from
Yeah, you
their
said it. Yeah, you said
positioning.
it. Yeah, everything.
It's looking like
Yeah,
yeah, it's looking like a
yeah,
Citizens Day. It's
yes,
looking like a Citizens Day. But I'm really impressed with
yeah.
how Foul Play played that one and kept
Yes,
themselves.
yes. Their rotation was very, very spot on.
Yeah,
They actually avoided a lot of clashing um in the middle stages where they had a lot of run-ins with i6 and version 3. They escaped a lot of those extra doings along the middle stages and found a way to get into the circle just at the right time. Right after the Predators and I6 got into it, and then they moved from that corner. They rotated from the northwest corner of Delta, I think, and found a way to position themselves into the zone. Unfortunately, it was one person that was able to make it in. But beautiful, beautiful work from Angels and Demons. They were relentless. They took out Jeffrey
Wait
and
to get in the
Seven,
building. He's got to
with
put a
no
main kit on. He's
hesitation.
full health
Two
now.
grenades, 1 M4, out they went. But it all still came back to the experience and the rotation and positioning of Citizens, and that is what got them the W. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
yes, exactly what it is, and exactly what you expect. Sorry, I mistakenly changed my screen. Okay, we're back. Hi, Chris.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So another team that I was really impressed with throughout this game was also the guys from TP. It's a shame seeing how they couldn't get into that final third. They got themselves, a lot of kills, especially with Steroids. Steroids has been one of the players who has been outstanding every single time he played. So they got themselves 11 kills and fifth position. They're one team that's really dangerous. You don't joke with them. You can see how they stood their ground against the guys from I6. I just feel like I just feel like at a particular point in time, sometimes if you do get the opportunity, I'm not sure. I probably need to go back and watch that. So I'm not sure if they did get the opportunity to get out of that fight. But sometimes you don't want to fight, a team and against the blue at the same time. You want to try to get into that zone quickly. So yeah, it is what it is. We also see, Game who almost took at I6. DT right there in 10 plays, AFL in 9 plays, I6 all the way in 8 plays. So you can see that fight that TP1 meant three positions, and
Yes.
that's a whole
Yes.
lot of kill points regardless. So yeah, GG's to them. We're done with our first game. SDZ taking that one home. Lovely rotations, lovely positions, and 11 finally at the end of the day clutching it. Could we say, I mean, Dami made the sacrifice for the greater good. you know,
Well, that
taking,
was that was a unexpected call, but I think the whole idea there was to, I think, reduce this guy's health. I don't know who that
yeah,
was. Who
exactly.
was the guy? I think it was to reduce his health and not allow him to come
To get
into
into
the
the
zone.
zone,
But
get into the
I
zone,
felt it
yeah.
was unnecessary. I felt it was unnecessary. It didn't have to be done.
I
They already
mean,
had it in the bag.
I
Angels and
mean,
Demons were not going to get into the zone without being spotted. Danny
yeah,
already had an angle.
yeah,
So I felt
yeah,
it wasn't necessary. It was just an unnecessary risk. He just gave Angels and Demons an extra point that he didn't need to. And it's not like 11 was the one that got the kill on the Angels and Demons last guy. It was the zone. So it was
yeah,
not a trade-off. It was not a 1 point for 1 point. Dammy just
yeah,
gave Angels and Demons 1 point for no reason. He
yeah.
could have
But
barely avoided that.
But then you can look at it from another angle where he's thinking, hey, you know what? If I take this guy out, then it is now just a 1v1. I'm giving 11 a whole lot of chance to now go on and win the game. You understand? Rather than it being, just two guys we don't know where they are. You understand what I mean? And if I turn my back, what if I turn my back and I try to run into the zone and then this guy takes me out and still makes it all the way to the zone? So you know what? Let me just push him, reduce his health, and the zone takes him out and stuff like that. So sometimes it's all down to there's different choices, but at the end of the day, it's guaranteed the winner chicken dinner, and so I guess that's what matters. I guess so. All right, we'll be getting into the second game of the night right here. Thanks to all the guys who have joined us, in this game. I hope you did have a whole lot of fun, as it has been throughout this entire weekend. So let's just give them a couple of minutes to get into the lobby, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. It's gonna show 10 minutes, but don't worry, just 5 minutes. Be back. All right, and we'll see you shortly. Right back. Let's get into all right. We back. We back, and yeah, that was quick. So we're getting into the game quite quickly. I do see some of your comments, so I'm just gonna go through. I'm just gonna go through it. Sorry, the stream is not ending, Agatha. It's still here. That was a mistake. But I brought it back. I brought it back. Okay, I brought it back. Um. So yeah. Wait. I'm trying to read through some of your comments. Um. So we have Jetta saying, "What's up, Tony? Hi, Jetta. What's up? What's up? What's up? How are you?" We have La Baby screaming 11 OP OP. Uh, Agata says Citizen OP. James says Priest choose for fuck's sake. Okay, I'm not supposed to say that on stream. FFS. Okay, sorry about that. Rio says Law. Lala says Priest, shut up. Dem need sees Ocelot for MMD Gaming says Last King laughs. Chris Chopper Lagot says it happens to the best of us. Yeah. Ocelot says, see my OP rotation. Yeah, that was OP. I assume Ocelot is the guy who got into that final circle fight against 11 and rotated well. GG's to him, getting his team to second place. He almost took it home, by the way.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah. All right. So let's
Let's get it
see
moving.
how
Let's get it popping.
see how this next game goes. Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna go grab myself a cup of water and I'll be back. Okay, so we've got ourselves a Sandhog game. These games are always, I mean, for me, I'm always indifferent about these games. Like they sometimes start off really fast, and sometimes they take their time. It's slow, and at the end, it's just like going on left, right, center, and you don't even know what to follow quickly. So it's always a really it's always a really tough map for me to follow.
Definitely. You didn't lie there. Well, Sanok is full of action, You can't really, there's not really a whole lot of strategies that are involved in Sanok. Sanok is usually a lot of vibes and who sees who first, It's basically who sees who first. Yes, spotted, you do enemy spotted, or not there they hide you. Let's go there, and stuff like that. So there's a lot of vibes involved in Sanok. Not much of strategy. But hopefully we have a very, 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 very beat game. Tony, I think you can pull up the leaderboard for the lobby right now.
Okay.
Can you? Yeah, I
Let
think
me
you can pull up the
see.
leaderboard for this lobby if you can. I think you should just like pull it up so we can actually see
Okay.
what
Okay.
it actually looks like right now, like who's in the danger zone and so.
Okay. I mean, I'll just try and put it up right now, quite quickly. Let me see if I can just drag that in because I've downloaded it. Let's see. All right. So I'm just gonna wait. Let me just hide this first. Now adjust it and bring it back. Okay. Okay. So here we go. We got the guys in TP in first place, but I'll bring back this leaderboard. I do see a fight, but I'll bring back the leaderboard so we can.
Okay, so
we can
it's
talk about
choking
it.
at Tatsmok, Cowl, Environs. I think this is Cowl, yeah. It's like say they choke for them or something. Like
Oh my
they
goodness.
choke
We
for
got
them.
foul play, we got game, we got a couple of teams all in this unsteady hands, foul play and game all within this environment about to let loose. We'll talk about the leaderboard once things quiet down a bit. So I do hope it does quiet down a bit because I mean, you know how the Sano games go. This guy's already gets into a fight. We may see some other fights going down in Hating as well. I did spot that. So who knows? Let's see how it goes. But let's see who has been sent back. Nobody.
Woo!
But
And
Ocelot
goes down first. And there comes the thirst. You see, game don't lane. You see, they don't lane. They don't,
Definitely learning from
they
what we
don't
said
update.
in
They
the
don't
last game.
update.
They've updated their
We've seen that
codes.
they don't update their movings. They
Oh my
don't update their
god.
doings.
Oh
Thank
my
you,
goodness.
guys, for listening and taking my advice. As long as you are fighting early, anything goes. This is not getting caught out on rotation. It is nothing special. If you get a knock, you thirst.
Test.
Now, and
Oh.
Vicky Vans.
Oh.
He's
FP losing 2 players
They are
right
just
there.
sharing them. They are literally just sharing foul play from steady hands, from game. They're just sharing them. National cake vibes, like strong national cake vibes out here, bro.
Oh my
They just
god.
share them. Let's
Oh my
save
god.
some for me. No, you save some for me.
Oh
Let me
my
have some of
god.
that. Let me get a piece of that. That's literally what foul play is all about right now. Everyone
Oh
wants a
my
piece.
god.
Unsteady
Oh my
hands are
god.
lurking in the corner. And King is also surrounding. Now they know that 2 guys from foul play are going down. Now it's a battle of who gets to them first.
So while we're talking, I just quickly switch on to the guys from TP, taking out a couple of guys from 4 a.m.
Yes.
for Angry Men, and they've taken out 2 players. It is now just left with Neo and Lazy. And Pop Smoke is pushing onto that particular one. Lazy just reducing Pop Smoke's HP. He's trying as much as possible to stay in the fight, but they...
Yes, no. I love you guys. And he's alone. He is alone. I love you. He's alone. Pop Smoke gets knocked as well. Okay, now it's a 1v1.
Almost getting that first.
Yeah, that's almost. But I'm definitely sure he's going to first. I love you. Definitely sure he's going to first him. Since it's all good, it's no who's barred. Since everyone they meant, since it's all about meant, he's definitely going to get involved. Is that a 4x on an AKM? Okay, that's bold. That's bold.
Very, very bold.
But I'm sure
I
Neo
mean,
has some experience as to what to do right now.
Exactly. He's probably been in training grounds.
He doesn't even need to leave this position.
Learning a thing or two.
Neo doesn't need to leave this. Does he want to push them directly with the 4x on the AKM? Oh, if he does this, he wins my MVP for today. I love him out. So it's a 1v2 directly. So he's aware that there's just 2 of them there.
I really want to see what he does. I want to see what he does with that 4x.
Yeah, he's been spotted.
Okay, he switches to an M4. He switched to an M4 now.
Yeah, I think he didn't have a lot of rounds before, but now he has rounds. So he's ready to engage. And Unsteady Hands are now taking on the guys from Foul Play, Imaflex, and I'll be by Unsteady Hands. And watch game swoop in. Watch how game is going to sweep. Just like
Okay. Looks like I was losing you there for a second. It was just breaking.
They have swooped into them 3 is the inside card, actually.
Okay.
Well, shout out to Nigerian internet.
It happens sometimes. Things just break out, but it does look like the guys from VN are right next to the guys from Game. And I'll just put up the map just a bit so that we can see exactly where their location is. It does look like they're pushing up to them. Well, it does look like Game is just deciding to actually back out of this particular fight and just switch away. I'll just try to see if I can get back onto...
Not see esports and some second regiment are really getting into it right now. Johan.
Yeah. But do you know that Neo is still alive right next to Pop Smoke and Psycho from TP?
Yeah, I see him, but they're not engaging each other. They're all just, hitting across. But the fight going on right now is all the way in Barn, 72nd Regiment and Noxie Esports. It's a 3-man team versus a full squad. Johan trying to get that res. and I think 72nd Regiment have this in the bag. It's a 4v3, literally a 3v1 right now, 2v1 if all goes well. And Noxious has been spotted. He's been surrounded, and this should be a GG's for Nox Noxy Esports. They did not come in with a complete team, so they're handicapped right now. Unfortunately for them, 72nd Regiment are back to a full squad, and that is the end about that.
Ooh,
Unless he
would it?
finds a way to escape, which is still going to be unlikely. But nope, I do not see Noxious escaping from here. I think, yeah, he's getting flanked really hard, ridiculously hard.
All right, he spotted one person, sending out shots all the way to
Oh,
Izanagi.
and the lobby is he might just lobby that guy. He might just
Oh,
lobby
he's
him.
deciding
If
to
if if
prioritize healing
Yeah,
his.
but the flanking is coming. The flank is coming. I think you should push this guy. Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Oh, but a jump
Delay
shot
is
taking him
dangerous.
out of the game.
Delay, delay is
Delay.
dangerous. He delayed. He actually
Yeah,
delayed. He had
I
the
feel like he
assist
should have
for a
gotten.
while. He was on loop.
Yeah, yeah, he should have
Yeah, I
probably
feel he would have
prioritized
had.
just getting that kill point. If he had gotten
Yeah,
that kill
yeah.
point, I mean,
He could have
at least
had.
it's one more point for your team.
So shout out to
Yes.
him for trying. He did hold his ground. Shout out to Lexi. They hold the guns. They did the best. And Tony, boot camp is empty. Ruins empty. Green team all the way south, all the way west in Alpha, the hills, citizens in Corey,
I,
outskirts of Corey. What's this? What
I
do you
think the
think?
guys from Citizens will probably be moving all the way down to boot camp. That looks like where. I mean, I think boot camp will still be in the zone somewhat, but you will never know. You can never know. This
You never
zones
actually know.
in
Yeah.
the way the zone is, you never know. But if it does move to boot camp, then we're going to see a really interesting game because now I6, AFL, AD will all be within close proximity to Citizens. But I do think Citizens will make it there first, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they do. While 77 Regiment is moving, I do feel like they might head into the guys from TP. To be interesting to see how that fight does go down. But speaking of the table, and we're gonna get into it before you do see the guys from TP sitting down there in the top spot with just one winner chicken dinner. They've gotten themselves a whole lot of placement points and kill points, sitting with 90 points in that first place, followed by the guys from 72nd Regiment with 83 points, and then Citizen Gaming with 80 points right there, and Angels and Demons. What do you have to say about um, this table? I'm surprised to see Iconic Six sitting in sixth place right there.
Well, Iconic Six actually had a couple of rough games. They had a couple of rough games in Miramar. I don't think that map is actually their strong suit so far. They had a couple of really bad games in Miramar. It was all based on vibes. They were really navigating Miramar on vibes. So I don't think they got the maximum points they could have gotten from Miramar.
All
And
right,
then
definitely.
but then Angels and Demons heavily consistent. The Predators were throughout week one, they were incredibly consistent. They were doing the Lord's work, left, right, and center. And I'm more concerned about that ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th position. Look at the points between those four slots, Tony. What do you see there? What's this? It's the qualification bar into the semi-finals is the top 10 teams. Now look at the ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th positions. What are you
Definitely,
seeing
it
there?
definitely does give a chance to a guy like Habitual Gaming to get into that qualification spots, meaning that both the guys from African Legends and Version 3 might be getting relegated if they do not put in as much effort as they can. There's still some hope for Angry Men. They're 7 points behind, but that may still come I mean, by the time they're done with a couple of games, they may still get a chance if they do get a really good game to qualify. So for me, it's 9, 10, 11, and 12. Because I'm not ruling out, Four Angry Men, even Noxy, if they can really get a good game in, could still find a way to qualify. The only team that I would say is probably way too far behind right now is on steady hands, except they get a game where they get like, a whole bunch of kills and play and win that particular game and just get like 30 points and boost themselves all the way right there towards seventh or eighth place. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this game and the next game goes and to see if they shake things up in that leaderboard. But let's get back into the game and switch on to the map. Take a look at where the different teams have positioned themselves. It does look like Citizens is looking to prioritize getting into the good position, which they always do. They're already holding somewhat of a central position within that particular zone. 72nd Regiment is not too far away from them, and we may see some action going down between those teams as they're all surrounding each other right now. You also got the guys from TP within that same region. I do see Unsteady Hands approaching Paradise. I'm gonna switch up onto them. Let's see, because it does look like they're moving. Chris, can you take a look at Unsteady Hands? It does look like they're approaching Paradise.
Angels and demons. Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like
they've seen the drop. The drop is calling them, say, "Come to me, come to me." Hey, better thing.
Trap. And that airdrop now will turn them to trap house. Once you turn them to a trap house. These serious trap house vibes out there in Paradise Resorts. And I want to see what the next zone does. I see the zone keeping Paradise and excluding Bootcamp. I see the zone doing that. TP, 72nd Regiment and Citizens are all within the same environs. TP, a two-man team, 72nd Regiment and Citizens complete squad. And like I said, the zone is going to prioritize Paradise and exclude Bootcamp, and it has done just that.
Just take a look. Take a look at how Massacre was taken out right there. They did take the bait. It was taken out. Exactly.
I told you that was trap house vibes. Serious trap house vibes. They've put them in the trap house. This is a kill box situation because Angels and Demons have understood this angle very well. Very, very well. And Citizens have started chopping dust from the guy from 2nd Regiment. 7 just got knocked. And there is no cover. He is getting pushed directly. This is one of those fights that you do not see coming until it is.
Certainly does require some support from the rest of his teammates to try and get a couple of knocks right there. It does look like Dami is leading that charge. And they've got to take the decision now. They got to make that move. They got to go in and provide that cover fire if they are to find a way to save their teammates.
Hello?
Let's see how it goes. Hello? Can you hear me? All right, they got some cities in providing that support, but will they be able to get to 7 just in time to get that revive? It's not really looking like that is going to happen. He's trying to crawl back, but that only means he will bleed a lot faster. And, ooh, Jeffrey! Oh my goodness. Jeffrey
did not need to get involved in that. Well, this is just bad luck. You know? Beautiful, beautiful work from 2nd Regiment, but they cannot push this. It is not going to be wise to push into the open.
All right.
But let's see how this plays out. Let's see how this plays out. I think civilians should just leave the fight and go to another compound. DT is pulling up just right behind them.
All right, I'm gonna switch up onto DT. Okay, for me, I feel like Unsteady Hands have done the work. They've gotten a knock right here. They probably should have pushed that and taken some action, but they're just deciding to prioritize, just holding their spots, probably getting, better placement points. They don't want to take the risk of being third partied. So
Yeah,
yeah, their decision probably pays. Probably is going to pay. In the
yeah,
long
definitely.
run, they also got the
Now,
guys from TP in a building opposite of Kuma, so they do need to be careful because they may not know that anyone's there, and they may just shock them. If it does bite them, probably, you know.
okay, well, let's see how this plans out. Pop Smoke is capable. I've seen him in that 1v1 action. He's actually capable of doing a lot of damage 1v1. Citizens out of the zone and I like, just like I said, the zone is going to prioritize Paradise and exclude Boot Camp.
Okay, so
Now
take a
it's a
look at
matter of
this.
who gets there first.
See,
It's a matter
so
of who gets there first.
so take a look at this. So the seven is moving into the zone. They're not too sure, or they're not aware of Pop Smoke and Psycho's position, and TP is not moving. They're just chilling. Wow. Waiting. All right. All right. All
Smart
right.
play,
So,
smart play coming out from the Predators. Smart play.
all right. All right. So the only teams in the zone right now is just 7-7, and everybody else has got to make it in. But I do feel like the guys from Game and I6 may begin to get into a fight as they're just next to each other right now. I do see
And
Dami
Citizens
take.
are actually engaging the guy from Dream Team. Interesting stuff.
All right. They've got in a knock. All right, Citizens probably just deciding, you know, thinking they may get out of this one, but it does look like the guys from Dream Team are going to be pushing up onto that location where Dami is. He's trying to send out that nade. Ooh, but Archer able to get one of those knocks right there onto 11, and this is where the work now begins to come as Dami is able to take down 2, and he's not able to take out Rash. Now that is all just left with Jeffrey, and he's got to do the work right now. He's got to get those revives up, and at the same time, he's got to make that decision and decide. But the third party coming in right there from the guys from AFL and taking out the rest, hopeful for DT. It would be absolutely unlucky for them. But take a look at this. The same third party from them as well. The guys from TP also putting in the work onto them and taking down the player. So it was just third party after third party.
Party
And
after party doing is now. You know the vibe, bro. You know the vibe.
I'm telling you. But the guys from Citizens have now been taken out of this game. It does look like it was probably the zone at the end of the day. So let's take a look at that map. Paradise Result is still in the zone. The guys from AD are still in it. So they've got a little bit of cover right there. Several different teams now need to rotate in. You got the guys from Angels and Demons version 3 who still have a full team, 72 regiment. You also got version 3 game, and they all have got to now move in. I feel like this is where AD is looking really, really strong right now.
Well, in all honesty, yes, Angels and Demons have been having a fantastic summer team so far.
But Stingy takes down Cockroach. Gives him a couple of
Oh,
bullets. Not stingy with
okay,
it at all.
okay. On steady hands, looking quite steady.
Hmm,
Oh,
definitely.
beautiful nade. That's a beautiful nade. And I think Coach Jones is about to get thirsted. I think Roach Jones is about to get thirsted. And there goes Angelo using a grenade as an assault rifle. Just throwing the grenade. But no, that one does not connect. It does not connect. Oh, is he going to go for this revive? And another team just pulls up on the scene. Looks like Game. Yes, Game just pull up on the scene. And on second hand at corner between Angels and Demons and Game. What is the call going to be? And Chill just gets more and thirsted instantaneously. No regrets. No regrets. Angels and Demons look like they were not able to revive Cockroach in the end, unfortunately for them.
All right, so many different teams just moving on to this particular location right now. Angels and Demons losing Cockroach just at a dime moment, but Angels and Demons now turning their sights onto Game. Just take down 444K. And it's now just left with Chaos and his teammates Stunner to try to find a way to get into that zone. Angelo trying as much as possible to do the Lord's work right here. He does see one of the guys from a steady hand, sends him packing all the way to the lobby. They got to get into the zone themselves at the same time. He turns his sight onto Chaos and Stunner, takes both of them out of the game. And Angelo is just putting in the work right here. He takes them out. He's got the unsteady hands. He's got Stingy. He's got Flacco right in front of him, but they take him down.
Beautiful positioning. You have to respect the positioning from the steady hand. That was excellent positioning. That was
It's
excellent
just left with
positioning.
Hunter.
Now Hunter is actually going to try to react this, but he's definitely not going to. The zone is going to claim his soul. The zone is definitely going to claim Hunter here. And the steady hands actually making it right into the zone. Right into 9 seconds into the zone.
All right, let's take a look at I6 and 77 Regiment. Was just left with Ghost, but he was able to finally win that game and lose 2 guys in the process on that one. And we're down to just 3 teams at the end of the day. Version 3 looking like a team that might take this one home.
Version 3, Tony, version 3.
Version 3. They're sitting.
Them to
They're
come
sitting.
through. But
Yeah,
this is that game that will actually just help them qualify. They are actually going to play this with all they've got. It's a 3v2v1. Version 3 looking very strong. What is the play going to be?
Yeah, and taking a look at these teams right here on steady hands, Stingy coming into that final third. These are teams that actually need this point, and Stingy getting a knock right there, taking out one of the guys from 72nd Regiment, and it is now just left with Justice Anagi, who is obviously getting that revive, turning his sights onto Stingy right there.
Version 3 have it. Version 3 have it. Version 3 have the chicken dinner. 100%. 100% they have it. Congratulations, version.
Well, that
3.
must have been version 3. Probably needs to give their IGL a bottle of beer right now. Being able to turn off, not fight too much, but get into that final circle and get that winner chicken dinner by just having to take out only 2-3 guys. So whoever their IGL is that managed to help them rotate onto that final circle, you got to give him some beer. So 77 Regiment sitting in second place, gathering 8 kills to themselves. On steady hands, getting still a lot of kills, 7 kills, and third position. You got the guys from I6 also with 3 kills in fourth place. You got AD with 5 kills and Game with 2. TP again coming in with a couple of kills. They didn't get the winner chicken dinner, but that is still some kill points and some placement points as well. Citizen Gaming, who won the last game in this one, getting 3 kills. AFL with 3 kills in 9 plays. You got DT with 3 kills in 10 plays. You got Knox with none. You got 4 AM with 2, Foul Play with none in 13th, and Reapers with 0. All right, guys, we're going to be getting into our final game of the day. I hope you guys have found it interesting. Do remember to share out the stream to as much the stream to as much people as possible. As we get into our final game of the day, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Don't go nowhere. All right, so we're back live, and we'll be getting into the game shortly. So you can see all the teams are getting ready. So yeah, let's go. Okay, get me started. Let's go. All right, I hope you guys are prepared. We're getting into our final game of the night. We've seen version 3 take home the second game. Citizens Gaming take home that first game. Who do you guys think, or who are you guys rooting for to take home that first game? Who do you think is going to have this one first?
Well, version 3 are on a high, so maybe version 3 again. You never know. This game is very surprising. But TP have still remained consistent nonetheless. So maybe this might be their chicken game. You never know. I mean, chickens
Yeah,
can fall into anyone's life. So let's see what they talk of, Let's see
yeah,
what exactly.
yeah, exactly. I mean, the points haven't been calculated for the last game, but prior to that game, we had the guys from TP sitting in first position, and 77 Regiment sitting in second, Citizens Gaming sitting in third. So we'll see later on. Probably will be shared on several different social media platforms. Who is on top at the end of the day. So let's get into the game. I'm interested to see who wins this game. I do feel like this may be Isaac's time to win, to move up on that leaderboard. They've had it a bit rough in those first two games, but this may just be their time. They may be stepping it up a notch this time around.
Yeah, I see them. I see them doing this. I see them having the possibility of coming through here. But it all boils down to what's the game plan is. Is the game plan going to work? Are they going to stick to it? Are they going to be reckless and try new things? Well, that's found out. But version 3 have done themselves a solid. Right, bouncing right across the cusp of, you know, getting out of the Nigerian thing. Somehow they have won a chicken dinner. It has boosted them right into the position to be towards coming towards the end of this final few games.
Ooh, that thing happened again. Where my wire touched. Okay, let me. All right, guys. So sorry about this. We'll be back in a second. Let's give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. All right, so we're back. Let's take a look at the teams. I do see Unsteady Hands and Shad from I6, but he's got a vehicle, so most likely he's just going to get out of that particular position. 77 Regiment and Habib Izanagi is somewhere around where they are. So Izanagi has just landed right next to the guys from Have. I'm really surprised that Wicked and Co haven't started popping out onto him, but it does look like they're probably looking for guns of their own. So yeah, he's pretty safe for now. But they're within this region, so we'll keep an eye on them in Seveni to see if an early fight does come up between the two. We see TP hanging right there in Milta. It does look like the guys from Reapers decided to leave that position for them, eh?
So this zone is um, quite a significant number of teams are outside the zone. Nobody is famous, very carefully, and those environments. Both out there doing their thing out there in the famous area. I think they're just repeating to get to famous right now. I don't think they've actually gotten there yet. So they are probably having no route. I don't think they have any. They just on their way to famous right now. So the big ish. The big is all separately.
Definitely. Um, all right, so
Well,
definitely
they
it's
do
about to go down between 72 and Hab right here. As Nagi is sending out the nades into the building where KC and Wicked are located, but Wicked just backing out from that particular position and leaving KC right there. So let's see how it goes between the two. They're deciding to take on this fight. They're deciding to make that push. And as we've seen from a lot of last games, Icon getting taken down right there. He was away from his teammates and our first test, of course. All right, it is now a 3v4. And they do need to be careful in how they play this. All right, let's see how it goes.
Oh, nice game. Nice knock from Wicked. Wicked just knocks Imanaki down, but then Casey goes down in his place.
All
And
right.
that was just unexpected. An AKM shot right to the skull, and Casey goes down.
All right, take a look at where Pet KD is. He's at a position where he could provide some support, or should I say some third party. But Johan just being in that building isn't doing justice. But take a look at that. Ghost getting another knock. It is now down to just Pet KD. He's the last hopeful for his team. And 77 Regiment are doing it again. They're getting a couple of kills right here, and this could mean 4 kill points for them. Even if they've not gotten the winner chicken dinner, it's a whole lot of points. Alright. Look at Ghost. Look at Ghost go. He was down on HP, but he kept pushing on and got that kill at the end of the day. GG's to the guys from 77 Regiments giving us the first action in this game. What you got to say about that? What you got to say about that push? Well, let's turn on to the guys from...
pure aggression. That was pure aggression coming into the the second selection level. We had the plan that it's followed it through. This is what happened when we landed. So, I think we're going to land for second level. And I look at the fact
well, let's take a look at this right now. Let's take a look at this right now. Timmy just pretty much trying to chase the guys from unsteady hands, but those guys, like we've said a couple of times, are just pressing the JP button and getting out of that position. They've lost one player to the guys from I6, which is Barry, but it's just left with Stingy and Massacre. And they just decided to just get out of that spot, get out of that fight, give themselves a better chance throughout the game. All right. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff.
Okay, so, for Angry Men, each sport concerned back to the game, okay? Which sport? Yes, it's a very good sport for Angry Men as well. So far. It's not fulfilling the picture of itself.
Wait, I can't really hear you. The voice is low a bit. Yeah.
How about now?
Yeah, it's a bit better. I try to increase it here as well. Okay.
Whew. Really hectic days of this thing. And these things have started raining hell. They have started raining hell on unsteady hands. Unsteady hands. Out of the frying pan into the predators. They found
Unsteady-
always escape.
Unsteady Hands having a really tough time right here, trying to just escape one problem to the other,
And they
but
are
they
running
just
into, they might just run into the
African
guy from
legends.
African Legends. Yeah. They really just not having a great first start.
Let's see how it goes. This might just be some final destination stuff where the death keeps chasing you no matter where you go. And again, some African legends just driving across. I'm not sure if they're going to be coming into that position, but it does look like they're just driving away.
Okay, but we need to talk about players and threes and down here. They really do want to qualify because they are playing this as big as possible. You have any OP all the way out far out of Stalba. It's not even, they're not even in Stalba actually. They're just like all the way outskirts. I remember this area. I used to come here when I was playing solo a couple of seasons ago when I was playing my solo um, rank pushing. I used to come to this particular you know, and we used to have a vehicle, a lot of use, just very good stuff for one person, and a garage too for car. So that is this is version 3. This is their plan. This is exactly how they played the Paradise Game, and they ended up winning. They played the Paradise Game, played Summer Game, played around those areas, coming from online, rotating into the circle at the right moment when everyone had, massacred themselves. Even after losing one of their players, they still managed to make it and build the game. So kudos to them. I think they have a strategy that's working for them so far. 72nd Regiment might just join into doing sports. 72nd Regiment, the first thing to have a squad wipe in this lobby. They are on a high today. They have been so consistent today. Are Game gonna take the shot? Ooh, okay. And no, they do not engage. They do not engage. 72nd Regiment was drove past game magically scores, but they did not engage. They did take a couple of shots, but nothing. Oh, okay. They are going to engage. They do want to engage. They do want to take this fight. 72nd Regiment are on fire today. They want to give us a show. They want to
Yeah,
put.
I mean, I'm really impressed to see how they're playing it, how they're taking it. They're just been playing this game like they want the fights, they want the kill points. I do feel like there are a couple of teams who just realize, hey, you know what, we're not gonna get the winner chicken dinner at the end of the day, but we might as well get ourselves good points and rank up. So yeah, maybe that's just their own approach towards this game.
There they go, blowing up the tire. I am definitely impressed. I am definitely impressed. I believe if Santiago Regiment do get a knock here, they will push this fight. They will push this fight. Probably have one person of the hill giving cover. Ooh! Stoner gets a knock on his Anaki. Unexpected turn of events, but I do not think so. Game Magic Esports can actually do this push. I do not think they can make this push.
I mean, they can make the
But
push. Successful is another thing.
exactly.
Exactly. But it does look like they're trying to get into some vehicles, probably just move their cars away from, the Pioneers 77. Um, but it'll be interesting to see how both of these teams now play it and decide to get into that zone because they gotta move, they gotta move, they gotta take that decision right now, make that decision to move or stay.
Well, this is a very thin spread coming out from some second regiment. You have Kuma have made a very, very wide line. But yeah, I think he's returning to this right now. He's returning to the rest of his teammates. As I think Game Magic is about to outline the fly okay. Um, well, it's awfully quiet. The Predators hanging around prison. four angry men about to be unlucky once more. About to be unlucky once more. Oh, okay.
Take a look at chaos getting taken
Yes,
down right
yes.
there. Oof. See that attack.
There they go. 72nd Regiment. There they go. There they go. Participating in drills. There they go.
All right, Ghost just trying to pop out shots right there onto some of the guys trying to rotate in from game squad. Now they've all got to make it to the zone. They all got to get into good spots. I do see ADSDZ, Knox, DT all sitting quite comfortably right there in that spot in the zone, just in between shelter and mansion. And this is where it all now begins to get interesting as several teams will be looking to get a good spot. The next zone's definitely going to determine, a lot of things. Where do you think this is going to end? How do you think this is going to go? All right, I'm going to
The
be
zone
shifting my
is.
sides.
I think the zone is going to play a whole lot of shelter, a whole lot of shelter, and a whole lot of Milta. I think Mansion is going to be exempted from the next zone. School is already out. There, Yasnaya already out. Uh, I don't think anything crazy is going to happen here. African legends do come into the scene with 4 a.m. citizens on steady hands and Reapers. Reapers are here as well. Hopefully, they can give us a show out there in Milta, or we can just hold out. Predators also in the same vicinity. Everyone is just partnering up, taking notes of where everyone is. Dream Team also there, chilling. Dead Center, DT is basically the only team that I would say is Dead Center, and maybe Angels and Demons. Noxy Esports, it's all crazy. It's really all crazy because there's a whole lot of stuff going on in this zone, and I see the environment from school to farm. If you're looking, from the west to the east, it's quite empty. It is actually quite empty. So I don't know. What do you think this zone is going to close out? I still think it's going to play a whole lot of shelter and Milton power. Yeah. Milton
Yeah,
power.
yeah. I mean, just taking a look at the zone right now, I do think it's going to be somewhat around shelter, prison, and Milta, and that is definitely going to be interesting because, you know,
Let's see what's Tuna
um,
does.
oof.
And there he
All right.
goes.
Game, just getting chased out. Oh my goodness. Oh my
Yes,
goodness. My wire
72nd Regiment do
touching
not want to let
again.
up. They do not want to let up.
Oh, I
And out
can't
they
believe this
go.
happened. I can't believe this happened.
Game have been put in the ground. 8 kills for 72nd Regiment. 8 kills. They are on a roll today. They did not come to play. 72nd Regiment did not come to play. That is 8 kills. And there's still
Oof.
29
I
players
am
left.
so upset because just at that moment when I wanted to show the fight, I had that wire touch again. I do think like I'm not even sure what's going on because I changed the wire and it still happened. So it could be a thing where it's my pot. But I'll try to figure that out. If I have to maybe get the pot looked at or something, I probably will. But anyway, so whatever regiment taking out the guys from game right there, and they do have 8 kills to themselves. That's a whole lot of kill points. Winner, chicken dinner or not, that's a whole lot of points. Sitting down in second place, do you think that's going to shake things up and knock the guys from TP
Yes,
off that top?
definitely, definitely, definitely. That's a whole lot of things, and a whole like it's early stage type things. The only way it doesn't shake anything that much up if you do get it and you do get right down and do this, which is looking highly unlikely because they already have big kills. They're on the road. Their adrenaline is popping. You know how this game works. When you have a lot of kills like this, you feel invincible. Like there's nothing that can
Exactly.
stop you. Exactly. That's what I feel. Um, the guys from second regiment must be on right now.
Okay, so the zone has shifted again, just like we predicted. It's between Milta, Shelter, and Prison. And you got the guys from Foul Play sitting right there in Muta, right next to the guys from Reapers. It's Emma Flex, and the rest of his teammates are probably going to be looking to get to his position to provide him that necessary support before they remove his teeth.
um, well, sometimes recommend making one rotation family. I so same thing with I6, same thing with version 3. Any OP doing the scouting and he might just pull up right behind him in September Regiment. They might spot him and they just might take him down.
Emma Flex popping some shots onto Choo Choo. Vicky Vance has come in. The nade's about to go out from Emma Flex onto Choo Choo's position. It bounces, sending him down to 1 HP. And if he does throw another nade, he may just be able to him out, but he's popping out right there. He's still not able to get the knock. Well, he's able to tag him up to 1 HP. And they've done a whole lot of work right here. It is now, but also we do see some fights going down between AD and the guys from 4 AM. We'll just switch on to them quite quickly. AD are down to just one player left, and the guys from 4 AM.
4 AM looking strong right here, tell me. 4 AM looking deep strong.
Okay, Hunter able to get another knock. Cockroach getting taken down.
Down they go. Beautiful work from 4 AM. Luckily for them, citizens have actually got this skill. Actually, I do not know how. I don't even know when they got it. Good work from them. I think they're taking the push. I think they're pushing 4 AM right now. I think they know that 4 AM just go out of the fight, and I think they want to take the fight. I think they know that 4 AM just go out of the fight, and yes.
Ooh, Jeffrey with the drop shot onto John.
That is reflex at work. And the crash. And oh my god, that was brief. That was expertise. Beautiful work from 4 AM to hold out a citizens being citizens. And you understanding what just made that is they rushed in there and
all right, so we'll switch our sides back again. Like we've been in and out of this particular fight between the Reapers and Foul Play because it's just taken a whole lot of time. But they've both exchanged a couple of knocks, and
yet another.
The Molly, and it's now just left with Choo Choo. Let's see what Choo Choo can do. What Choo can do. If he can manage.
Not you making train noises.
All right, let's see how he plays.
Okay then, let's go. All aboard. Let's get this chicken. Foul Play are still not for game. They know they have enough. I'm surprised they're not pushing this. Reapers thing is not. What's happening here? What is this?
I'm really surprised that they're not making
as much
this.
Information.
Yeah, I'm really surprised they're not making this full push
I'm
onto that last guy. They don't need to be cautious right here. They probably should just smoke around, get into the building. You know where he is, make that push, get that kill. But it's just one of those things where sometimes a team just decides to be careful for being careful's sake. So let's see how they do. Let's see if they make that push. Finally, or what are they deciding? They're deciding to get out of that position and get into the zone. Yeah, that's probably what they're gonna do. They're deciding it's not worth the risk.
Just getting into little squabble with the guys from African Legends. I think African Legends just escaped. They just managed to escape That's occasion. Dream Team on solid, Dream Team on Steady Hand and Sentimental Arguments are all in the same area. And on Steady Hand look like they might just get blown up.
Okay, guys. Yeah, I've taken a look at the chat. You guys said you need Valor. John joke with earthquake screen. Okay.
Version 3 are coming in with us. Version 3 are coming in that application actually that we see again and again. Late, very late. We're trying their best to stay alive for as long as possible. That is the idea they are doing for all of the games today. It's like one them one chicken and giving them a boost and take it. But is it going to work again?
Look at how far the guys from foul play have rotated. They've rotated all the way
All the
right
way
next to
Manchester.
DT.
Oh no, foul play.
Emma Flex
Actually,
getting taken down. What's that long distance rotation? What's it? My
But
goodness.
it definitely was not, because how they go in 10th place with 3
My
kills.
goodness. Like, wow.
Some second regiments have lost eternity. So the chances are it's going to be difficult for them to do something out of the back.
All right, we may just see a fight between DT and 77
and
77
Yes,
regiment.
yeah, exactly. So the zone moves once more. Who is in the zone? I6 and African Legends have the zone. Version 3 taking heat from the Predators. The Predators play version 3, but version 3 do not agree. They still have 2 beach and only OP, still surviving, still keeping their hopes alive. Maybe they might even get a chicken dinner with no kills for me. How you think so?
I'm a bit curious to see. I'm a bit curious to see who's going to take this game at the end of the day. Because we've got I6 with a full team, and obviously they'll be definitely get up to, perform better in this particular game. But let's take a look at what Stingy's doing here. He's just crawling, sneaking up onto Baby Boy, who may or may not be aware of his position right here, and that may work in favor. But oh my God, if you're going to take the shot, do not miss, and that may just be the end for him, as Baby Boy just come back and takes down his teammate Massacre. And now they'll be looking for him.
They pull up to I6.
All right, Stingy getting taken out of that game. The guys from I6 with Savage down right there. The rest of the players, Baby Boy, Shad, and Timmy, now will turn their sights onto the guys from Citizens, who most likely will be pushing up onto this fight. Let's see how they do. All right, you got 11, who pretty much may have sights on Timmy. Oh, he does get the knock. Definitely the push is going to be happening right now. Yeah, they're getting into the vehicles. This is where it begins to get interesting. Let's take a look at it from the perspective of I6. Ooh, they're also fighting the guys from PT as well.
I6 just got sandwich. This is a peanut butter sandwich. They pepper them. This is pepper. Sandwich. Citizens have claimed the spot of I6 right now. I6 have lost this position. Citizens have claimed the position. PT have 2 players down.
You know what? I feel like the guys from Citizens may just play cleaners in this particular one. They may just come in and take out both.
And you might get nursed. But no, that's unlikely. Dammy to the rescue. Some second regiments are in the zone. The only 2 in the zone. Their rotation has been stitched perfect. Version 3 getting Pass it by Pop Smoke. Smoke. And if you lose him, drinking, oh, beautiful, beautiful rotation coming in from the guys from 72nd Regiment. You have to first up for them. This has been beautiful rotation. So 11 has been locked by losing staff, but I do not think he can first edge. He's most likely going to be safe.
Rash trying as much as
Yes,
possible to get that
the rest
first.
is going to come through. The rest definitely going to come through. This do not have to push position. They are pushing up onto the guys from Citizen. It's going to be direct confrontation. Looks like direct confrontation for me, but Citizens do have the game. Citizens do have the zone. The three teams should be able to find a way into the zone without engaging citizens. But then 72nd Regiment, they will fall into their trap. And that's exactly what exactly what I said. They fall into the trap of 72nd Regiment. Wow. The zone is not being favorable. The zone is not being favorable. Oh no, that's bad luck. That's bad luck. Rash is definitely going to be claimed by the play zone. Beautiful, beautiful play coming from space. Now covering everybody. Level has the best angle. He's covering everyone. And Music Star goes down. Oh, so much is going on. So much is going on.
It's like party after party at every particular corner. You got the guys from TP who are just trying as much as possible to hang in there. Dami trying to send in the nade onto their position. Down to just 5 teams. It is a 4v4, v3, v2, v2 at this particular point in time.
And not seeing sports. Dami and Seven, everyone is getting a piece of the doings. Everybody is participating in the doings right now. 72nd Regiment are unlucky they do not have the zone. They
Take
do not have the fighting.
take a look at the kill from Dami right now. It is just left with I love you from TP, and Dami is on his trail right here.
I love you. Talking about these not enough. Oh, DT, stubborn as always. DT are not allowing 72nd Regiment to push up on them. They are peppering them, but Archer keeps getting knocked. They keep putting Archer in the ground. They keep hitting him. They keep telling him to hold his number. Danny puts knocks in the ground as well, instantaneously. So much is going on. Pop Smoke has been put into the ground by a car 98. At this stage, I still cannot call it. At this stage, I still cannot call this game. I still cannot call it because there's so much going on.
I mean, there's so much going on, but I feel like it is most likely going to be Citizens games. They still have a full team. They've been in a whole lot of fights.
Beautiful work. Oh, beautiful work from Citizens so far. Oh, beautiful work from Citizens so far. It's insane. It's insane.
Damn me taking out. I love you.
This is what you call chicken dinner. This is what you call pro play.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
This is what you call pro play. This is what it is.
Yeah.
This is what you call a seasoned play. Did you see that? Noxy Esports. Did you see how Noxy Esports survived to the end?
All the way.
They survived all the way with that one guy. That one guy made it in. Excellent play from Noxy Esports to survive. And you have to give it to Citizen. They played this perfectly. And I told you the circle was going to play around the confines of Shelter, and Shelter is what Citizens do the best. Shout out to Citizens for bagging 2 chicken dinners.
The comments right on YouTube are just making me go gaga, go crazy. Okay. So Citizens finishing this one right there and getting themselves 15 kills. Man, absolutely amazing. I haven't even lost my voice. All right, so yeah, that definitely is going to change things up in that leaderboard. I'll be curious to see. Do you think that would be enough to boost Citizens all the way to the top spot, getting to winner chicken dinners today. It does look like it. It does look like the amount of points that they need to reach
Well,
first position
the thing with that is,
is
the thing with that is TP.
okay. It does look like we're losing you there for a second. But guys, right there, I'm taking a look at your comments. Yeah, casters try as much as possible to be neutral, but sometimes when you see your team playing so great and playing so amazing, you've just got to give it. You just got to scream out loud and cheer. So yeah, it is it's definitely fun to see. And Dami and his bros played absolutely amazing right there. They've had a lovely day getting two winner chicken dinners, and it has been a great time. I do hope you guys have had fun, and I've definitely have been glad to have you guys on board with me. So yeah, what's up? Who you guys rooting for? To see in coming days. Yeah, Citizens doing well. I do think they're gonna be on top. I don't know. You guys let me know. All right. So, we gotta go. I wish there was so much action still to happen, but yeah, it is what it is. So thank you guys for joining on board with me. It has been fun. I'll see you in the next one. Bye yeah. Stay safe.